couple of weeks ago, I highlighted significant developments from two European automation vendors, UiPath and Signavio. This week, we've seen another such development. OutSystems, founded in Portugal, has raised $150 million in venture funding. Now, this isn't the first major venture funding that OutSystems has received. Back in 2018, it scored $360 million from KKR and Goldman Sachs. Back then, the company's CEO shared that the investment would be focused on R&D, particularly around AI, and also in sales and marketing development. But this time, he's being more coy. So will OutSystems get acquired? Its 2018 investors will be looking for some kind of return within the next 2 or 3 years, I would think. However, with a $9.5 billion valuation, which is what it now has, I'd say it's possible but unlikely. For example, when Siemens bought OutSystems' close rival Mendix in mid-2018, it paid around $700 million. And now OutSystems' valuation is over 10 times that figure. Instead, given the state of the tech market right now and the performance of recently floated digital platform technology vendors, it seems pretty plausible that OutSystems is readying itself for IPO at some point soon. Now, OutSystems is a classic example of a company that's been plowing its own furrow quietly and consistently for years. And suddenly, the larger tech industry has woken up to the value of what it can do. The company was founded 20 years ago and has never really wavered from its initial focus, providing high productivity application development tools to organizations regardless of their size or industry. It's massively increased the sophistication of its tools over the past 2 decades, of course, but fundamentally its goal is the same as it's always been. What's particularly interesting to me about OutSystems is that its starting point is quite different from many of the other low-code app dev and automation vendors out there. Many vendors in this space talk a lot about how they can help clients address problems and opportunities they could never address before with traditional software development approaches. In effect, they're competing against doing nothing, rather like Netflix says it competes against sleep. OutSystems, on the other hand, very clearly positions its offering as a better way for enterprise development teams to do what they already do. Yes, it can help teams rapidly prototype and explore new opportunities, but OutSystems is also pitched as just a better way to build enterprise apps. And this path has been challenging to tread, because if you want to compete with the tools and approaches that enterprise software developers are already familiar with, you have to be prepared to offer equivalence. So that means from the start, being able to not only scale and provide high-end security features, but also supporting a modern iterative software delivery lifecycle. So DevOps, for example. OutSystems must be doing a few things right because, among other things, its online developer community has doubled in size over the past 2 years and now has over 420,000 members. I'm working with my colleagues Jen Thompson and George Mironescu to help chart and track the low-code application development market in Europe. And it's great to see OutSystems helping to blaze a trail for European vendors. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know what you think as always. And if you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Cheers.